Greetings and welcome, students, faculty, trustees, parents, siblings, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and dear friends. I like words. We call this ceremony commencement, which in the dictionary is defined as a beginning or a start, not an end. And it is always an honor to start this ceremony and to welcome you in celebration of these incredible young adults. We join together to honor their accomplishments and their spirit and to send them off with our blessing onward towards the next chapter, the beginning of their lives. Spend a lot of time thinking about words and the words that we choose. The words we use matter. And so my first piece of advice to our seniors is choose your words wisely. My second piece of advice is to thine own self be true. As you may know, this is what Polonius says to his son Laertes in Shakespeare's Hamlet, as Laertes is set to embark on a grand voyage. You may also know, this is the unofficial motto of Gould Academy. It is inscribed in bold above the entrance to Bingham Auditorium, our theater and assembly space, and it's also displayed prominently in Sanborn Library. A bit of history: before Bingham was built, the library was the daily assembly place for the school. And each day the entire school would gather in the library and faculty would sit on a small stage facing the students beneath this directive. When the school built Bingham Auditorium, they moved the words there as well, and close to 2 centuries of Gould students have walked and sat in the presence of these words on a daily basis. I spend a lot of time thinking about this. And in this day of absolute relativism, they give me pause. My fear, of course, is that a person devoid of morals and values could interpret these words to mean do whatever you want. Think whatever you think. Facts don't matter. All that matters is what you believe. But this class gives me hope. This class of 2024, you students are truly special. Your bonds were formed in the crucible of COVID, and what once forced you apart, in truth, drew you closer together. I can see it. We see it. You've grown so much these past 4 years, showing strength, courage, and resilience. You are a kind and caring bunch, genuine and accepting of each other. You are seen and seen. We've also talked a lot this year about gratitude. The power of gratitude in creating fulfillment and happiness. You've learned the lessons of hard work. You've learned what it means to give to others and give of yourself, to love unconditionally. You've learned about taking care of yourself, taking care of each other, and taking care of your place in the world. And you have lived our directive, which is to leave a person or place better than you found it. Always, always lead with kindness. Treat others with kindness. Lead with the lessons you've learned in your years here at Gould, and then thou canst not be false to anyone. And most importantly, thou canst not be false to yourself, to quote Shakespeare. When I look out and see our class, our senior class, my fears dissolve. Our aim here at Gould is to make a meaningful difference in a person's life, to prepare them to thrive, to send them off to live lives of creativity, courage, curiosity, and kindness, fostering fulfillment and purpose, to have impact in this world. And what this means to you, our graduating class of 2024, is to thine own self be true. Don't ever forget who you are, where you come from. Yes, you hail from 14 different countries, multiple time zones, and 15 states, but you are from here. You're Huskies. You will always, always be Gould Academy alumni, and you are ready. Yet here, Laertes, aboard for shame. The wind sits shoulder in your sail. Each year we recognize the member of the senior class who has been at Gould for at least the last 2 years and has achieved the highest academic standing by naming them valedictorian. To recognize this incredible achievement, their name is inscribed on the scholarship shield in the Sanborn Family Library in Hanscom Hall. Artur Savchi is a 2-year senior who came to Gould as a Ukrainian global scholar. He has achieved unprecedented accomplishments in his time at Gould in his studies, including participating in 2 state championship math teams and qualifying for the American Invitational Mathematics examination, based on his score on the American Mathematics Contest 12. Artur is one of the top 3,000 mathematicians his age in the entire country. Some more numbers. This means he is in the top 0.02% of all U.S. high school students. Artur will be attending NYU Abu Dhabi next year, and it is my honor to introduce you to the valedictorian of the class of 2024.
Good morning, class of 2024. Greetings to all the faculty, families, staff members, and everybody else who is present here today to share this meaningful moment with us. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Artur, and I'm honored to be the valedictorian of this graduating class. I would like to begin by sharing my observation that I'm the only student speaker who was not elected by other seniors. As Dr. Clark would note, I was not democratically elected, and therefore, my authority to speak today does not hold legitimacy. And even though I was officially chosen to represent the class based on some meaningless number of my transcript, I want to say that I do not feel I'm the right person for this. Throughout my time at Gould, I have met many more diligent and bright students who, unlike me with this speech, do not leave everything till the last moment. However, it wasn't really a choice for me either, so here I am, speaking in front of you all. I decided to start my speech by using our imaginary land class fairy tale trope of moving from difficult beginnings to happy ending. So it all began when I came to Gould 2 years ago. And if I'm not making again that silly 2 + 3 = 6 mistake from the last math contest, 2024 minus 2 is supposed to be 2022. That means that in 2022, that's when my journey here began. However, 2022 was also the year when the violent Russian invasion of Ukraine started. When I was packing flying here, my fellow Ukrainians were being murdered and their homes were being destroyed. When I had the orientation and the trip in August, Ukrainian women were mass raped by Russian soldiers. When I was sitting in my classes, Ukrainian children were kidnapped from their homes. And right now, as I'm giving this speech, Ukrainians are being killed, raped, and kidnapped. This is exactly what I had in my mind when I started my studies at Gould, as well as a certain kind of survival guilt. The feeling that instead of being there with them and safe, that it is here. Nevertheless, the people I met here have been incredibly supportive. They helped shift my focus to a more positive direction. And when I'm asked about the biggest culture shock I face here in the US and especially here on campus, I first of all remember that ubiquitous kindness and desire to help and support. I will never forget anyone who tried to support me in this challenging moment. And this is not the only thing I'll remember. Of course, the school became for me, first of all, a source of knowledge and curiosity, but what I'm most grateful to Gould for is memory. In his Tender of the Night, Francis Scott Fitzgerald wrote, "Later, she remembered all those hours of the afternoon as happy. One of those uneventful times that seemed at the moment only a link between past and future pleasure, but turned out to have been the pleasure itself. The pleasure of memories from Gould is what will always stay with me forever. I will never forget how I tried perhaps all of May's ice creams after running in the woods with Mr. Lapp. I will never forget how, although we did win the math state championship, our real victory was figuring out the fastest way to McDonald's and getting there before Freiburg. I'll always remember how I spent probably a week proving that all horses are not the same color for Mr. Bloss after algebra class. I'll always remember old D-Block and how every Thursday Miss Barnes' cookies were the only thing holding Davidson together. I will never forget waiting for the Shavasana pose in morning yoga to finally get a chance to take a short nap. I will never forget our AP physics class, a journey through space, time, and really tough quizzes. And how we all bombed this test, but thanks to Mr. Ball's magical curve, a 50% miraculously became an A. Never be more grateful of the Lord's statistical generosity. I will never forget MC's Michelin's quality burritos. I'll always remember Mr. Manning's classes on how to draw the USA or USA map. I'll always remember my first ever written fiction piece in Miss Afhaker's class. This felt like a journey through my fever dreams. And this is just a tiny part of what I will remember. I'm so grateful to everyone who helped to shape the mentioned memories, as well as to Mr. Chase, Ms. Davis, Ms. Schifrin, Coach Bob, and everybody else who will always be in my memory. However, today is not only about our past memories, but also about our future. As we sit here, adorned in caps and gowns, we're not just celebrating the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance, but also the beginning of new adventures and opportunities. No matter what plans each of us has, we must use what we gain here. Gould has taught us to be courageous, creative, curious, and kind. Let's use this knowledge we received and the connections we build here to make our world a better place. It really needs us. And as we look ahead, it's important to remember that the road may not always be smooth. There will be challenges and obstacles. But it's through these trials that we grow and find our true strength. Whether you know or you don't know what you're going to do in the next month, year, or several years, I want to ask you to be sincere with yourself. Do not try to do something just because someone expects you to. Do whatever you truly want to. Accept who you are and enjoy it. Today, we all made it. We all graduates. And we should definitely enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you, Artur. That was outstanding, really moving. Wish you the best. Greetings, families, friends, faculty, and staff. And you soon-to-be graduates, I bring you special tidings and well wishes on behalf of the Board of Trustees. We join everyone here today with pride for all you've achieved at Gould and the bright future ahead of you. As an alumnus myself and a parent and alum, I have sensed the joy you feel on this day and the memories you will take with you when you leave. All of your Gould moments led to this one. I hope that you're able to savor it. Look around at your teachers, your friends, this beautiful campus, and the mountains beyond. This school has sustained and shaped you in ways that are probably obvious to you now, but also in ways that you'll discover throughout your life. What you've learned, and not just from books, perhaps especially not from books, has made you ready for the world and to be a leader in it. I promise you, your Gould experience will continue to resonate for you as a kind of tuning fork for your life. Hearken to that, remembering always to be your true self, curious, creative, courageous, and kind. A remarkable example of these qualities is our next speaker, Alexis Stark. Since leaving Gould in 2007, she has pursued inspired curiosity, been an innovator in creative fashion design, been a courageous advocate for avoiding waste in fashion by repurposing materials in beautiful ways. And she has demonstrated kindness as a teacher and mentor to those in her field. Alexa exemplifies the best qualities of a Gould graduate. Alexa grew up in New Jersey, but has Maine in her heart. She spent every summer going to Waldoboro and every winter dreaming of being in Maine, where she told me she could run around, escape, and clear her mind. When the time for high school came, she looked at a number of boarding schools, but she visited Gould and stepped into the art cottage, and she thought, I'm home. In a way, as you will see, she has made art her home ever since. Of special importance to Alexa was Jan Baker, who, as Alexa says, knew how to work with her. Jan put her to work teaching others as a way for Alexa to learn herself. This Gould experience has become a lifelong one for her. Whether she's working with Gould students, exploring fashion during one of her 10 visits here as a sophomore 4-point artist in residence, or working with many of her interns, she was always learning as well as teaching. After Gould, Alexa went to Parsons School of Design in New York. While she'd been making clothes at Gould, she wanted to study photography. However, after looking at her portfolio of her work, Parsons told her, "You're a designer." And so her journey began. She will describe that journey herself, best herself, but of signal importance was her discovery at Parsons that mainstream fashion was not for her. She did not want to be, as she puts it, a line chef in the fashion world. Instead, she explored how sustainable practices could be integrated with fashion, repurposing used clothing materials into new and beautiful expressions. After Parsons, she took a road trip that brought her to Portland, Oregon. There, she set up a garage shop and began making clothes that pushed the edges. She became, in her words, a fabric hoarder and used only organic or found materials. She focused on letting nothing go to waste if possible, metaphorically using the whole fish. This will resonate with those of you who have been fortunate enough to work with Alexa at Gould. You will learn how the materials around you, the ordinary and the mundane, can be turned into extraordinary and beautiful clothing. My impression of Alexa is that she sees the latent beauty hidden in the materials and draws it out by transforming it. For over 10 years from her garage in Portland, Alexa was reworking and rethinking her designs, problem solving from limited resources. During this time, the fashion world began to take notice. She brought her collections to successful shows on the international stage, winning her great acclaim and her devoted following. She found her audience and her market. Outside her design work, Alexa has also been a teacher. She taught at the Oregon School of Arts and Crafts, led the New York Times Student Journeys program to Italy, and of course has been an artist in residence at Gould. She describes these interchanges of teaching and learning as inspiring and energizing for her own work. Even as the world outside Maine has taken note of Alexa's talent, Alexa has not forgotten Maine. In the COVID period, Alexa returned to Waldoboro. There, a new and unexpected project presented itself, one that allowed her to call on existing talents and develop new ones. She will tell you about this project herself, but it demonstrates the same creative repurposing and problem solving from her other work, but in a fascinating new direction. In addition to this, Alexa is still designing clothing and is working on a new collection. Given all that she has accomplished to date, creating a new vision out of the old, we look forward with enthusiasm for what she will show us next. Please give a warm welcome to Alexa Maystar. Let me give you a hand, my friend.
I've never thought of doing something. Whoa, okay, hey. I have my tissues for when I start crying, but I just want to say, wow, 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 wow. I feel like I don't even need to say anything. I'm speechless. You guys were all amazing speakers. Sam, thank you for the introduction. And Arthur, oh my goodness, what an amazing person you I want to like hug you and like just like I don't know, just know you forever. I want to know all of you forever. Ugh, these sleeves are insane. Whoa. Okay, so. Oh, no. I knew this was happening, but it's like really different once you're up here. And like, I was so nervous, but then I remembered that I don't even remember who spoke at my graduation. So hopefully you'll notice when I mess up. Whoa, what a gift this Gould education is. Like, what? I'm seriously, what a gift. You guys are all so lucky. The education Gould has provided all of us not only benefits you graduates, but also the many teachers, staff members, families, your families, and the local community members. This world is, it's not perfect. Not a lot of institutions put community despite differences first. I chose to go to Gould because the art cottage felt like home. Like Sam said that. My gut told me it was a place where I could grow, take risks, and possibly blow away. Holy moly. Everything's blowing away. My hair. And be challenged in ways that would shape my future. Post Gould, life won't be exactly like the years you've had here, but a thread will remain. Sadly, you'll never be as fit or possibly as good looking as you are now. So you know. But you also won't need to sweat over subjects like algebra, which only has one formula with one outcome, one answer. No. The lessons that will remain with you are the things that if things don't work out, you pivot. And in order to achieve, you must invest in your community. Years later, you'll often find yourself saying, I know how to face this because when I was at Gould. All right, let me give you an example. My junior 4-point was spent with Eliza Derry, who I thought was hilarious, and 6 more teenage girls. And oh, did we cry. Like sobbed. Like snot running down your face, sobbed. Not just because we were cold, but because we realized that in 2 years, we would no longer be able to hide within the walls of this institution. That soon we had to adapt and grow to our circumstances. So, after a few days of tears and frustration, we discovered that the only way to get through the week was to set up jokes for Eliza Derry to slay, which would make us all laugh, relax, and therefore lean into the experience and get through it together. After 4-point, I learned that with creativity, community, and a little humor, you will adapt to the changes you'll need to make. At Gould, I learned that we need each other. Everyone in this world needs each other. Raise your hand if you needed someone while you were here. Maybe a teacher, a friend, a nurse. Ever need a nurse? Ooh, need a nurse? Yeah. And here at Gould, I bet someone heard you. I was lucky I had someone, Jan Baker, the art teacher. And like I said, as soon as I walked into the art cottage, I felt at home. Jan taught me something about myself I did not expect. She noticed that I was a little ADD, a little dyslexic too, and my skill in art was more intuitive, but not very technical. So she made me teach the class to master my technical skills. Then I thought that woman was just being lazy. I thought she was so lazy. I was just like teaching people how to like use the dark room, and she was just like drinking coffee in the corner. And I was like, oh God. But she knew what she was doing, and planted a seed that would flourish years later. That's the sentiment I took forward. I knew I could face this because I am not alone. I have these nerds backing me up. And they all taught me the importance of building and maintaining an inclusive community. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Okay, cool. All right, good. It's going good. Things are going well? Okay, good. After I graduated, I attended Parsons School of Design. Initially, I studied fashion, though I wanted to be a photographer. But then quickly realized I hated mainstream fashion, so I switched to a tiny program called Integrated Design Curriculum. Though intentionally undefined, it was basically a multi-major that focused on sustainability by redesigning the design process. Just a little bit interesting. I studied fine arts, fashion, product design, and communication under the umbrella of sustainability. For example, we had classes like how to reinvent the air conditioner by way of fashion. What? But through this program, I discovered that to work sustainably is to be considerate of the process, not solely focused on the product. A product cannot possess sustainability, but it can be designed to respond to its makers and users in a sustainable way. Sustainability is not singularly about minimizing negative impact, but also about maximizing positive impact, allowing individuals, communities, and economic systems to flourish. To work sustainably is to question the status quo, challenge convention, and find new working methods that achieve ecological, social, and cultural balance in tune with human behavior. In other words, teaching, group making, and community building are the most sustainable practices there are. Thus, discovering that Jan Baker and the Gould Academy community set me up for a future I was not expecting. Like, how did you guys even know that? Like, you kind of I didn't even have to go to college. I should have, I'm just kidding. Go to college, go to college. You should probably, just keep going, you know. So with that, I moved to Portland, Oregon, and opened stores selling upcycled fashion with spaces for workshops. For 10 years, on top of my clothing design, I worked with apprentices and taught in schools to pass on skills and ideology, basically building an army of designers. I should get closer to the mic more often. This is fun. Who are now building an army of designers who are now making major shifts in the industry. I grew and grew, teaching, selling, and traveling around the world to teach and to sell. But oh man, you guys, by 2019, I got so tired, I was exhausted. So I had to take a step back, look at what I've done, but as proud as I was, I needed a change. I wanted to travel less, be part of a smaller system that was more sustainable for my body, and to find ground. Oddly, COVID hit right after. So I moved back to Maine, to Waldoboro, hoping for the best. To be honest with you, I might cry. To be honest with you, for the first time since I was your age, I felt really, really lost. So lost. I was 30 and I didn't know what I wanted to do anymore. I was so scared too. My money was running very low. I had spent years investing in my business, so I didn't even have enough money to own my own house or even rent my own apartment. I moved in with my parents. Like a lot of people actually did at that time. And I started bartending, and I was sewing just a little. Then I got a job as a timber framer for a few months, and it woke me up. I learned woodworking and was outside every day. I was getting like really hot and really tan. It felt really, really good. I also taught myself how to weld and even called Lauren Head for advice. I grew confident again. And then bam, out of nowhere, to my surprise, I got this email from the Metropolitan Museum of Art asking me to loan a garment for their exhibition America, a lexicon of fashion, which by the way has my name in it, Alexa. because of my unique style and dedication to sustainable design. What? Like, I achieved my childhood fashion dream and I was like 30 and living with my parents? Like, what the heck? So, I mean, I cried. I cried so much when I stood in front of my garment on display and thought to myself, like, wait, hold on. What does this even freaking mean? Like, what does this even mean? What does this life mean? Like, I was so confused. I still felt like I didn't want to re-enter the fashion world. Period. Upon returning to Maine, I started journaling. I made a vision board. I started sketching out what my next steps should be. And what inspired me was an old lesson that I learned here at Gould. What you know as the school's mission statement, I'm about to read it again, to be creative, courageous, and resilient, and to lead a life of fulfillment and purpose. I did it, just like you did before. Soon after, when a gigantic house I admired since I was a child went on the market in Waldoboro, I took a tour for just for funsies. But as soon as I walked in, I knew, just like I knew Gould was meant for me when I walked through the art cottage, I was home and I was ready. So I reached out to a longtime friend and collaborator in Portland, Oregon, who is now a regenerative real estate developer. His wife also so happens to be from Kennebunk, and asked, "Do you want to open an inn with me?" And sure enough, he did. Luckily, he did all the math for it, and I just made it pretty. So we pulled our finances together and bought a 21 room, 18th century Italianate mansion. And for 8 months, we demoed walls, stripped wallpaper, painted, built furniture, installed toilets, tubs, sinks, tiled floors and showers, sewed curtains. I sewed so many curtains. Do you know how many windows are in a 21 room mansion? It's like so many. And I learned how to talk to the various small town boards and code enforcers, taught ourselves how to new systems, and began growing a team of not only employees but collaborators in town and abroad. We built what is now the Waldoboro Inn and Ida's Wine Bar. Check it out. Where we serve wine, book rooms, host pop-up chefs, and run workshops 2 days a week by local makers and tradesmen. We also have an artist residency program, and not to toot my own horn or anything, the inn is beautifully designed. It's so many things. It's all of what I've learned in life encapsulated in one building, and it adds rather than takes away from the community. I feel like I basically just made the Gould version of an art school, which is pretty cool. And maybe we should talk later, Tao, and just maybe Gould 2.0, and we're in Waldoboro. So yeah, Gould did not pave the road for me in any way. It just taught me how to drive. I'm actually a terrible driver. And when they called me and asked me if I'd give this speech, I literally said, "I think you have the wrong guy." I did. Towel? Really? And I didn't believe I could do it, but Gould did. Gould always did. So I took the risk of standing here looking like a complete idiot in polyester, which is my least favorite fabric. It's so hot in here. Oh man, you guys, I'm just so excited for you. So excited for you. I'm here, which means you're here. You're here. You're here. You made it. You have already succeeded. Seriously. So take this moment to take a step back, look at what you've done, congratulate yourself, make sure you do that, that's very important. Look over at your best friend and whisper, "I love you." And then look over at your favorite teacher and with your eyes say, thank you. But not goodbye. Don't ever say goodbye. Go forward and expand your community. Teach what you've learned here by doing, by taking action. And if you need to step back, take a look and rework it a few times. That's okay. That's growing. That's being creative and remaining curious. Free Palestine. Bye, guys.
Welcome. I get to, as the Dean of Academics, begin to celebrate our graduates. So we'll begin with the Cum Laude Society. In 2014, Gould Academy was granted charter with the Cum Laude Society. The society was founded in 1906 to recognize the scholastics of seniors in secondary schools. The object of the Cum Laude Society is to promote learning and sound scholarship. At this time, I would like to announce the names of the senior class members of the Gould Academy Cum Laude Society. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing until all names have been called. Artur Savici. David Shimanya. Paulina Panasenko. Hannah Roman. Allison Nevin. Amelia Weiss. Minyi Chen. Molly Crowe. Charlotte Lambert. Hannah Goodbody. Rebecca Mize. And Nyla Scott. Congratulations to the Cum Laude Society. And now I welcome Courtney Eihacker.
It is my pleasure to present on behalf of the English Department the first Senior Book Award. For her gentle leadership in the AP Lit classroom, for her curiosity, creativity, and nuance in thinking about literature, and for her skill in writing with beauty, insight, and compassion. The 12th grade English Award goes to Hannah Groman. Today, we are also delighted to announce the recipients of the Scholar Shelf Award. This award is given to students who are known for their curiosity and leadership in creating an inclusive and dynamic learning environment. Each recipient is nominated by their department. To honor them, a book will be added to the Sanborn Family Library's permanent collection. As each department announces the Scholar Shelf recipient, please stand so that we may recognize you with our applause. For his deep passion for literature, his theatrical in-class reading, and his genuine respect and gratitude for kindness and humanity, the 12th grade Scholar Shelf Award recipient is Zachary Volchek Johnson.
Good morning. I am delighted to present on behalf of the History Department the Senior Book Award. The Senior History Award is for outstanding achievement in AP Government. This student is a wonderful young man who listens well, asks great questions, and makes the learning experience better for everyone in the class. The 12th grade History Award goes to David Shimanya. And this year's Scholar Shelf Award in History goes to someone who is recognized for her hard work, grit, and improvement over the course of the year in AP Government. The Scholar Shelf Award in History goes to Minyi Chen.
On behalf of the Math and Science departments, I'll begin with our Math Awards. The Senior Math Award goes to someone who possesses a truly gifted mathematical mind. He has come so far already and will go so much further yet. Congratulations, Artur Savci. The Senior Scholar Shelf Award in Math goes to a student whose dedication, focus, curiosity, determination, and discipline provide her the tools to be an enormously successful STEM student in her future studies. Congratulations, Minyi Chen. This year's Senior Computer Science Award goes to a student whose dedication, intelligence, and drive have propelled her from a novice computer programmer to machine learning in just 1 year. Her remarkable journey is a testament to her perseverance and passion for the subject. Congratulations, Molly Brooks. The Senior Science Award goes to someone with a piercing intellect, ceaselessly fascinated by understanding the world around him. Congratulations, Artur Savci. The Senior Scholar Shelf Award in Science goes to someone who welcomes challenge by running headstrong into it. He might even be the best physics groupie around. Congratulations, McCandless Ian Connor.
The Innovators Award is awarded to a graduating member of the senior class who took advantage of experiential learning opportunities within the Marlin Family Idea Center. This year's recipient has been a regular in the Idea Center and always looking for ways to explore new topics. She is determined to clear obstacles and has a resilience to overcome the inevitable setbacks when iterating through designs. She leaves us with numerous innovative designs that are exemplary and will serve as such for those who come after her. This year's recipient is Paulina Benson. bring people together through her passions and character. This year's Scholar Shelf recipient is Mary Martha.
On behalf of the faculty of the World Languages Department, I am honored to present these book awards. The recipient of the French Book Award has shown remarkable growth during his time at Gould, demonstrating a relentless dedication to mastering the French language with work that reflects clarity, accuracy, and effectiveness. His passion for learning and connecting with people from diverse backgrounds is evident from the deep bond he formed with his homestay family following his trip to our partner school in Angoulême last spring. His exceptional French proficiency shines through his immersive experiences, including a summer internship and work in Switzerland and France. His natural relationship building skills, excellence in collaborative projects, and outstanding verbal and listening abilities underscore his commitment and development. I am proud to present this year's French Book Award to Anders Silic. And now to the Scholar Shelf Award in French. This student has consistently demonstrated that she is serious and responsible, passionate about learning, and adept at conveying that enthusiasm. Her exceptional organization, focus, and instinctive exploration of ideas enhance the classroom environment for everyone. Congratulations to Erin McDonald. On to our Mandarin Award. The dedication, leadership, and commitment to excellence truly shine through for this recipient of the Mandarin Book Award. Her ability to bridge cultural gaps and foster a supportive learning environment is commendable. When this student led the language exchange group for the high school students from Taiwan, her Mandarin teacher noted her leadership and commitment to cross-cultural communication as she embodied the spirit of unity and cooperation, enriching the classroom experience for everyone. This student's passion for the language and culture is wonderful, and her efforts have undoubtedly contributed to the success of our Mandarin class over the past 3 years. Please know that your classmates in Xia Laoshu are proud to have you in their class. I am honored to award this year's Mandarin Book Prize to Allison Mary Nevins. The recipient of our Spanish Book Award, Allie Nevins. Began her journey towards Spanish during her 10th grade year. She showed a strong desire to develop communicative skills and independently took Spanish 3 during the summer and fall after junior year. This year, in Spanish 4, she worked with distinction towards fluency with an eye for detail. She has earned the respect and admiration of her peers and her teacher through determination and hard work. I'm proud to present the Book Award in Spanish to Allison Nevins. Our Scholar Shelf recipient in Spanish is a determined, courageous student who often comes to the aid of her peers when working through challenging modes of communication. She is in equal parts a powerful student and a caring collaborator in the classroom. The Scholarship Award in Spanish goes to Sophia Nichols. And I am delighted to present the Japanese Book Award to the following student. Her passion for Japanese anime has fueled her creativity and sparked an inspiring journey into the Japanese language and culture. This student's exceptional language skills and dedication have consistently impressed her teacher. She has shown a remarkable ability to master complex linguistic concepts, showcasing her natural talent and unwavering commitment. We celebrate her achievements and look forward to her future success. Congratulations, Paulina Penisenko.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kip Green, and I'm here to award the awards for the class of 2024 in both visual and performing arts. This year, the theater award goes to a student who brought versatility, comic timing, creativity, and courage to the Gould stage in her theatrical performances. She has played a dentist, and for sure will be a success. The award goes to Allison Juno Chase. For visual arts in the senior class, the award goes to a talented young artist who seemingly spent every free minute that she had in the art cottage this year. The award goes to Zoe Bowl. The Scholarship Award in the Arts goes to an artist whose natural ability to do anything she wants in the art and design. Also the designer of your class banner, Allison Juno Chase. And each year, the art faculty get together to decide on a work that will remain here at Gould Academy and become part of the Gould Permanent Collection. This year, the award, the purchase prize, goes to Zoe Bowman. We have Zoe's work up here, but we were afraid it would blow over. So And the last award for the Performing and Visual Arts is the Ralph Gould Music Award. This is awarded to a graduating senior for improvement, excellence, and contribution to the school in the area of music. The Ralph Gould Music Award consists of a token gift and an invitation to select and present to the Academy some object relevant and useful in academic or extracurricular music. This year, the recipient of the award is Mary Martha Hager.
Good morning. I have the privilege to award 3 athletic awards. First one, Outstanding Senior Athletes. These awards, the Joe Roderick Award for boys and the Francis Highbury Award for girls, recognize a senior boy and girl for outstanding competitive spirit, for example, and overall competence in athletics. Named in honor of Highbury, who taught at Gould from 1957 to 1978, and for many years coached the girls' basketball and softball teams. As a coach, he worked to instill teamwork, sportsmanship, and pride in playing for Gould. Given each year to the senior girl who has exhibited outstanding competitive spirit, leadership by example, and overall competence in athletics, The recipient of this year's award is Charlotte Lee Lambert. Joe Roderick taught physical education at Gould for 29 years. In addition, he coached football and acted as a trainer for all sports. His encouragement and enthusiasm for athletics were a positive influence on many Gould graduates. Given each year to the boy who has exhibited outstanding competitive spirit, leadership by example, overall competence in athletics, the recipient of this year's award is Ellis William Sloan. And our final athletic award is the William P. Clough III Award. William P. Clough III was the headmaster of Gould Academy from 1983 to 2001. This award was created upon his retirement to recognize a snow sport athlete who's demonstrated outstanding character, attitude, and leadership. The recipient of the award this year is Brianna Catherine Schnorr.
Hello, alums. You're going to be the rework class forever in my mind. Thank you for that. The Gould Academy Alumni Association Award. The Alumni Award is presented by vote of the faculty to a student who is a son or daughter, grandson or granddaughter of a Gould Academy alumnus or alumna, and who best reflects the high standards of the Gould Academy Alumni Association and the school's motto, "To thy own self be true." This award is presented this year to Hannah Groman.
The Todd Student Ambassador Award has been established in honor of John Todd, an esteemed alumnus, faculty member, and Gould parent. Mr. Todd, a member of the class of 1960, served in the U.S. Navy before joining Gould's faculty in the 1980s as Director of Development and Alumni Relations. For over 3 decades, he dedicated himself to advancing Gould's philanthropic endeavors and promoting its mission and values. This award, carefully selected by the admissions and development teams, celebrates the outstanding service of one underclass student and one senior who has demonstrated exceptional commitment as a Blue Key ambassador during their tenure at Gould. This year's recipient is Ellis William Sloan.
As Alexa was speaking, I was thinking just this was in the Senior Point Award, and she really exemplifies that life is just a series of senior point points. So thank you. We have been fortunate to see our seniors present amazing independent projects this spring. This award, awarded to that senior whose project best exemplifies the 3 values at the heart of any Gould endeavor: the energy to try, willingness to risk, and capacity to persevere. For her project titled "The Future of Our Ecosystems, a Look at Climate Change on the Coast," this year's award is presented to Mary Erin Frost McDonald. We have 2 scholarship awards this year. This student has been working on her medical skills for years as a ski patroller in our program, and took that foundation to the next level to become a nationally registered EMT, Sophie Nichols. And this student created and published a children's book about navigating life with a disability. Mary Martha Eggert.
The next award is the Baker Award for Jan and Lorenzo Baker. And I would like to invite Alexa back up to the podium to help me present this award. I lived in the Baker's house my senior year at Gould, and Alexa was a proud member of the Baker Advisory. Do you want to read this?
No, you got it.
Jan and Lorenzo Baker devoted 35 years to Gould Academy, challenging students to be courageous and open to the world around them. Art Department Head Jan Baker inspired students to explore new perspectives and techniques in art for artistic expression. Dean of Community Life, Lorenzo Baker helped students become strong individuals and leaders within their community. The Jan and Lorenzo Baker Award is bestowed upon a member of the senior class who best exemplifies the qualities that the Bakers fostered: personal courage, an adventurous and creative approach, and a clear vision of themselves and their world. I am pleased to announce that this year's award goes to Mary Martha Eggert.
Annie Daly Corshane Award. This award, given in memory of Annie Daly Corshane, class of 1986, and celebrates the spirit of student involvement in social, political, and environmental causes. The award is in two parts: a monetary contribution to a cause which Annie believed in and worked for, and an inscribed cup presented to a Gould Academy student who reflects Annie's determination to make the world a better place. The recipient of the award this year is Paulina Panasenko. The Owinga Citizenship Award. This scholarship, named in honor of Dr. Marvin T. Owinga, a history teacher at Gould for 30 years, and his wife, Tinaka Owinga, who also taught French for 30 years, is awarded to a member of the Gould student body who embraces the spirit exemplified by both the Owingas in their lives through acts of selflessness and thoughtless humanitarianism. The recipient of the Owinga Citizenship Award is Mary Martha Eggert.
Lindy Lowell worked at Gould Academy for over 30 years, always with a smile, a kind word, or a helping hand for anyone in need. By vote of the senior class, the Lindy Lowell Award is given to that member of the senior class whose friendly personality and helpful nature has brightened the lives of their fellow classmates and the Gould community. I am pleased to announce that this year's recipient is Gavin Thomas O'Connor.
Melmac Principals Scholarship. This $2,000 scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior who has made a difference in the lives of others in their community. A solid school citizen involved in extracurricular activities, a student who has exhibited a commitment to public service, an individual with the potential to make a difference in the world. Estella Magdalena Frazier. The town of Newry presents a monetary gift to each of the graduating seniors who are full-time residents to provide support for their future endeavors. This year's recipient of Newry's gift is McCandless Ian Connor.
These are our final two awards before we get to the student speaker. The Elwood F. Ireland Award. The late Elwood F. Ireland, headmaster of Gould Academy from 1940 until 1959, created an award upon his retirement which went to the student of the senior class who exemplified service, leadership, and character. I am pleased to announce that by faculty vote, this award this year goes to two students, Gavin Thomas O'Connell and Shoki Sakuma. The Headmaster's Bowl, or the Head of Schools Bowl in this modern era, is awarded to the senior who has exhibited the highest standards of scholarship, character, and service to the school, and participation in activities of the school. This year's recipient of the Head of Schools Bowl is Marley Barrett Praise. And now I would like to ask Charlotte Lambert, the class speaker chosen by the class of 2024, to come up and give the final speech of the day.
Hi, everybody. That's okay. I don't need that. Okay. That's a lot of people. Hi, guys. Get my food ready. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Smith, for the introduction. Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Charlotte Lambert. I am a four-year senior, and I also attended the winter term program in 8th grade. I am so beyond grateful to be speaking today and welcoming everybody on behalf of the graduating class of 2024. Before we begin, I want to say a few thank yous. First off, a huge thank you to my parents for allowing me to come to Gould and for your unconditional love and support throughout my journey. I don't know what I would do without the three of you. You guys are my inspiration for everything. Thank you to all the esteemed faculty, staff, and advisors. None of us would be here today without your commitment and guidance. It's safe to say that no school can match the dedicated faculty here at Gould. It's both an honor and a privilege to be standing before you today as the chosen speaker for this pivotal milestone. Today marks the end of one journey and the beginning of another. As we gather to commemorate our high school journey, we reflect on the challenges we've overcome, the knowledge we've gained, and the friendships we've forged. We've all pushed ourselves beyond our limits, and we succeeded. Let us embrace this moment with gratitude and anticipation, and as we step forward into the future of endless possibility. As I started to think about what I wanted to say in this speech, I came across a letter hidden away in my room. It was a letter that I had written at the end of my freshman year to my future self. It said, "I wonder if you stayed later at Gould and made more memories on campus. I hope that without COVID, you can see the boarding students more. And I hope you have a ton of friends, so you always have someone to eat lunch with." Coming into high school with masks, social distancing, and cohorts was something no other year had to experience. Freshman year of high school is hard enough as it is, without adding a global pandemic to the mix. All the normal orientation trips and activities that were meant to bond our grade were instead separated between the boarding students and the day students. The idea of freshman orientation was to build unity, but due to COVID, ours was wildly unsuccessful. By the end of our freshman year, our class was so divided that we actually had to go back to Winona summer camp to work out our differences. Because of COVID, the dining hall had a 2 to a table rule, meaning you could only eat lunch with one other person. 2 to a table, it's all I ever remember hearing. We never got to eat a meal together as a class or in a larger group. We missed out on that universal opportunity to build relationships. People talk about meals being the fabric of society, and that's exactly what we missed out on. However, the class of 2024 turned these unfortunate circumstances into a chance to explore new pathways of connection. We bonded in unexpected ways, finding common ground in the snow, in the classroom, and on the field. In a way, COVID forced us to be more creative with our connections, and that made it all the more special. Looking back on freshman year now, I laugh. I think about how far we've come individually and as a class. We came together under strange circumstances, but we leave here today with so much experience, memories, and potential. Sophomore 4-Point felt like the first time our entire grade came together for an activity. I'm pretty sure our grade's true connection all stemmed from the epic snowball fight right outside of Broadway. And look at us now. Senior prank night, we had a lot of firsts. We raided the dorm for the first time in 5 years. We filled the foyer of Hanscom with foam blocks, saran wrapped the toilets in the bell tower, and took the head of school's car. Sorry. As we solidified our bond in senior year, a constant question loomed. The same question that I'm sure all of you have heard countless amount of times. What are you going to do next? This question can feel overwhelming, especially when asked so frequently. However, what are you going to do next is a very different question than who are you going to be. I could go on and on about the attributes of Gould that I think are really great, but the most unique is that Gould helps its students understand not only what they want to do, but who they want to be and why. A journey of self-discovery. Growing up at this school has been a true pleasure. I've been consistently inspired and motivated by the dedication and talent of my classmates. For example, seeing my fellow classmates up on stage at last week's musical, A Little Shop of Horrors, was so special to me. I got to see Mary, Zach, Grayson, Allison, and Zoe all on stage doing what they love. They were so alive and electric. I couldn't help but feel inspired to follow my own passions the way they're following theirs. And of course, I can't forget about the extras. James, Will, Molly, Triet, Gavin, and David. Amazing performance, guys. And then another moment that I want to speak about happened a few weeks ago at Assembly. Mr. Willis and the lacrosse team decided to retire their captain, James Nagle's jersey. They decided that number 24 would not be reissued until they found a player with just half as much love for the sport as James. Notice how this is not about how many goals he scored, or his talent in the sport, or any material label, but about his drive, pure passion, and the joy he radiates while playing. It was truly amazing to see classmates be recognized for who they are and not just what they do. At the end of my sophomore year, I had a lot of labels that I was really proud of. Top ranked GPA, Skier of the Year, Alpine National competitor. I wasn't aware of it at the time, but I was judging myself solely based on my accomplishments. So when junior year hit, and I was not performing to the level I'd set for myself, I really struggled. Who was I without these markers of success? I thought that my classmates and my teammates would look at me differently, and to my surprise, nobody did. Looking back, it seems silly that I thought this way. I had always valued my friends and peers for who they were, and not just for what they did. It never bothered me what their labels were, so why was I judging mine? I soon realized that the internal pressures I'd placed on myself were imaginary. I began to embrace the idea of failure and the importance of growth. And with that mindset, I was able to crush my senior year of racing and will be continuing to ski in college. The very people I feared would judge me, my classmates, never did. I think this speaks volumes about their character. The students graduating with me today see each other for who we truly are and not the labels we've acquired. So some of us have our next steps planned out, and that's amazing. And some of us don't, and that's amazing too. That just means that not all of us have an answer for what we are going to do next. Yet we all have the opportunity to decide who we are going to be when we leave this place today. Graduation isn't just a celebration of passing classes and balancing work. It's about doing all of those things despite the challenges in between. I know you're all feeling different emotions today. Some of you may be sad, some may be ready to leave, some may be excited for their next steps, and some may be scared. But no matter what you're feeling, I want to add one more emotion to your plate. I want you all to feel proud. Proud to be here, proud of all the years of hard work and personal development that you've accomplished to make it possible for you to be here today. Proud that even when faced with adversity, you persevered. I know that I am proud to be a part of this class and who have watched each and every one of you grow and fail and get back up and fail again, succeed and learn. As we move forward into the next chapter of our lives, let us remember that failure is not something to be feared or avoided, but embraced. This group of graduates has all the resources and abilities to be successful in everything and anything that they put their mind to. Now all we have to do is do it. Easy, right? But in all seriousness, despite entering high school in the midst of a global crisis, this class has shown incredible grit, resilience, and strength, all while being thoughtful, creative, beautiful souls. Remember that we are capable of anything we put our minds to, and we have earned the right to celebrate. Congratulations, class of 2024. We did it!
Thank you, Charlotte. And my apologies, we've been talking so much about beginnings and ends of beginning. I forgot the beginning of the introduction of Charlotte. It was in my other book. So I'm going to put the beginning here at the end. I'd like to introduce Charlotte Lambert, the class speaker chosen by her classmates. Charlotte is a 5-year senior. She's been a head day student prefect this year, and among her many accomplishments at Gould, she has earned high honors and cum laude distinctions and has achieved incredible success as an alpine skier in the Gould competition program. Next year, she will attend Colby College, where she will compete on their Division I alpine ski team. But to Charlotte's point, that's what she does, not who she is. She's a wonderful leader, a caring and compassionate friend and classmate, and as we discovered this week, has the most incredible singing voice. Where did that come from? Let's give a warm welcome to Charlotte Lambert. And now, the moment we've been waiting for, presentation of diplomas. You guys ready? Yeah. Artur Savci. Chloe Rose Barton. Zoe Anastasia Boland. Allison Juno Chase. Mindy Chen. Yvonne Chimamritz. McCandless Ian Connor. Lily Nicole Crockett. Molly Barrett Crows. Vade Sudong. Mary Martha Eckert. Oliver Fernandez Ty. Aurelio Miguel Nathaniel Flores. Estella Magdalena Frazier. Hannah Karen Goodbody. Hannah Margaret Groman. Jerry Wu. Quinn May Jerome. Zachary Volchek Johnson. Maxfield Hammond Kreisler. Charlotte Lee Lambert. Allison Emma Legere. Gavin Leo. Isabel Marie Long. Mary Aaron Frost McDonald. Given Cosmas Maliango. Jonah Daniel Higa. Rebecca Ann Mize. William Andrew Myers. James Bennett Nagel. Allison Mary Nevins. Triet Min Noam. Sophia Elizabeth Nichols. Grayson Norton. Put your shoes on, Gavin. Gavin Thomas O'Connor. Lyman Sewell Ordway. Paulina Panasenko. Kai Avery Perks. Shoki Sakuma. Oliver Jan Sapak. Brianna Catherine Schnorbush. Nyla Pearl Scott. Dylan Schultz. Levi Joseph Shuddy. Anders Warren Silich. David Chevanier. Ellis William Slover. Milo George Thompson Boat. Joseph Louis Tomaselli. Parker Reginald Welch. And Amelia Ketty Wise. One more final piece after this, but the Board of Trustees, faculty, parents, families, and friends present to you the Gould Academy Class of 2024.
Of our ceremony. Have a brief benediction for you all. Blessings to you, class of 2024, excuse me. May you listen to that inner voice that knows who you are and all that you are capable of achieving. May you find your path forward. You are needed in this world right now. This is not a coincidence. May you feel your power and harness it for good. May you stay grounded in nature. Remember the mountains, the sunset, the feeling of the earth under your feet. May you remember the power of community and the responsibility we all have to one another on this planet. Go forward in health, joy, and courage. May it be so, and so it is. Congratulations.